That was quick. All right. So, in the last part I just told y'all, I was just coming into the phase and figuring out how it worked, operated, and stuff like that, and trying to just kind of figure it out my way. Um, Initially, I was there and there was had my paperwork wrong, like I had 10 years, and I didn't like it because a lot of people was like, "Man, you just should have been in a low. They should have sent you to a low initially." And I was like, "Okay, you're right. I should have been to the low because I don't have 10 years. I really just have about 5 left. Um, really about like 4.5 or whatever. I mean, the feds you do 85% of your time, and so um, I was like 5 years in, so I was like, yeah, I should be having like 4 years left. Um, oh, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. I love y'all. Y'all, we almost to 20K subscribers. Y'all tell your friends, tell your friend and your friend, your mama, your baby mama, cousin, all these people, your sugar daddy, tell them get on it. We almost at 20K subscribers. When we started, we was at what, 8? We done got up to 10 and we've nearly doubled. I love y'all. Y'all are awesome. Y'all have been sharing. We're gonna make this work. I love y'all. We are in this together. Sip Nation, stand up. I fucks with y'all. So, all right. Thank y'all so much. Girl, spit the shit out of me, girl. So I'm at FCI Mariana. And I'm learning this. This is what it is. So, there was a white girl on the compound, white homosexual. Her name was Stacy. And I want to say she was from Alabama, and there was also a transgender on the compound, and she was from New York or somewhere up there like that. But this is what it was. Here, the homosexuals ran with their cars. When I saw Stacy, I introduced myself like in a state I would do, like, okay, I'm Shakie. But she was like, okay. Bitch, I'm from Alabama. I'm running with Alabama. The Latino woman, I've talked to her a couple times, the transgender, but it was nothing like we would hang together. She hung with the Latinos. So here, the few homosexuals they have on the compound, they kind of stay in their own little world. Now, by me being in the state, I'm used to niggas going. In the feds, it felt like niggas wasn't really going. But they were. Watch this. I was getting notes slid under the door. Oh, thank you for 199. Titty bop. I was getting notes slid under my cell, asking me for apartments and this, that, and the other, to which I paid no mind. My homeboys had already told me, like, you don't have to do nothing you don't want to do. If you don't want to fuck with that, don't fuck with that, and we're 100% behind you. Don't feel intimidated to fuck with nothing. Like, they're not going to fuck with you. And so, I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, I'm just not going to fuck with nothing in my mind that I don't want to fuck with. A lot of niggas that was hollering at me or trying to come at me just wasn't really my type. The car was also like, just don't get into bullshit with these niggas. These niggas will try to trap you up, jam you up. They try to, whatever. They was like, stay away from the Tennessee boys because they be on some pimp shit and, whatever. But, if you want to just, like, in the state, renegading was a bad thing. Not having an old man was a bad thing. Because you didn't have no respect. As a homosexual, you didn't have respect, but through your old man in the state. But in the feds, you have respect from your car. So I don't have to do a bitch ass thing. I don't have to have a old nigga. I can really be out here just whatever. But my homeboys advised me to just kind of, if you want to fly straight by yourself, fly straight. And so this is the mentality I wanted to adopt initially. But this is what happened. The DC boys. Okay. The niggas from DC, Washington DC, Maryland, all that, the DC cars, them niggas, they go. And they ready. And listen, bitch, them niggas is hot as a motherfucker, bitch. I'm sorry. That DC car at Mariana had, like, it was nothing in that shit that wasn't hot. Now, They had some boys in the Florida car that was hot too. Don't get it twisted. They had some hot Florida boys. Them the Miami boys, they hot as shit too, girl. But I don't know what it was about these DC boys, but they were so hot. I was like, oh my fucking god, yes fucking Lord. All right, so remember in the last video I was telling about the fishbowl, right? So, bitch, so one day, what am I doing? I don't even know. I'm just running around, probably waiting on the microwave or something, just running my little sister ass around, and just whatever. And so I see them put this boy in the fishbowl, and he a tall, about as tall as me, brown skin dude, long dreads, light brown eyes, so they look almost hazel, bitch. And I just looking at this boy just like looking like, he just looking like swagged out to me. I'm like, oh, he all right, cutie, or whatever. And so, bitch, so they put him in the fishbowl. And so, he always would just eye me down. Everywhere I go, he's looking at me like the corner of his eyes. So like, who is this fucking boy? Now, usually, I'll just like go with my fucking moves. Like, what's up? Who you is? And stuff like that. But I don't know who he is away from. But one day I see him in lunch and he's sitting at the DC table. I'm like, okay, he's a DC boy. I said, I wonder if that's why he eyeing me down. But he don't say, he'll tell me that. And so one day, so eventually you don't stay in the fishbowl forever. It's like you really just, that's just temporary until they find a cell for you. And so one day they had found a cell for everybody in the fishbowl except him because he was the last one to go in there. So he was the only one in the fishbowl. And so one day I'm passing by, and the boy, he was in the fishbowl. He had on some shorts, and he had on no shirt, and he had on these little gloves, and he was doing these little things against the wall like for crunches or something. I don't know what they call them, some kind of workout. And I don't know what it was. This boy just was so fine to me. His body was everything, and he had a little sweat on him, bitch. I'm like, ooh. And I'm sorry, bitch. He had always been eyeing me down, but this is the one time I had to eye him down because this boy gave me everything. And so, yeah, and he just doing his crunches, and he just kind of like, I'm just like, oh my fucking god, like he literally had like muscles, just body of life. I'm like, oh, bitch. And so, that put me on his line in a sense. Like, bitch, you wanna look? I'm gonna look too. And so, we literally spent a week staring at each other. Just staring at each other. One morning, so the fishbowl, they have to, like in the morning, when they open up the cells, a deputy actually come by and physically unlock every door. And so, they have to do this to the fishbowl too. But he the only one in the fishbowl. And so I wake up in the morning, I usually just go make me some oatmeal or something because I didn't really too much like going to breakfast. It just was like, ugh, whatever. Like, the second child, which is the lunch and the dinner, I'll go get most of the time. But the breakfast, I was just like, oh, whatever. It's not even that serious to me. So I'll just make me some oatmeal or something out of my box and just get my little day started or whatever. And so they had forgot to let the fishbowl out. They forgot to unlock the fishbowl. So I'm going to the microwave, which I have to pass the fishbowl too, to make my motherfucking food. And so, bitch, he in there is kind of like dark looking, but I see him, and he come to the door and tap on the door. He was like, dude, he did that. I said, they ain't let you out. He said, no. I said, all right. So I put my stuff in the microwave, and I go tell the guard, I said, listen, he said, the fishbowl said they need to let him out. He said, oh, all right, hold on. I'm going to go get it. I was like, okay, cool. So I went back to my microwave. I said, he coming. He was like, all right. So I'm at the microwave, bitch, and the guard come unlock the door. So he come out with his little gray sweatpants on, bitch, no shirt, came by the microwave and touched me like this. He was like he held me like, hold on, let me see if I can do it. Like he touched my arm like, thank you, I appreciate it. I'm like, okay, no problem. And he just smiled and walked off. When I tell you this boy was so fine, bitch, I'm talking about, I'm looking at him from the back, all his back muscles and stuff fine. He tatted up right here, like some sort of wing shit on his chest. Had some tattoos right here. Had some shit on his back. And look, bitch, I'm looking at him. He had some kinks and everything. Like his booty is just sitting up high. I'm like, ooh. Ooh, like I really want this boy now. Like I really want this boy. But I'm in the phase. I'm just getting here. I'm just figuring shit out. I don't know. I don't have a punk that I can talk to. I want this boy, but I don't know how to make a move. And he came and like you could have just come to me, thanks, I appreciate it, bro, or anything. But he really came, touched me. I'm like, oh my god. So like the next day, I'm standing in the line waiting on the computer to go whatever. And he like two people in line. Like it's like me, then him, another person, then him. And so he was like, he saw me, he was like, you could take my spot. I'm going, I gotta go do something he had to go do. I was like, he said, y'all straight, she could take my spot? And they was like, I don't give a fuck. And so then he let me take his spot in the line. And guess what he do? He touched me and he was like, you know, I appreciate the other day. Thank you for that sign. Bitch, I just told the deputy that you need to be let out yourself, bitch. Why did you keep touching me? Boy, you must not know you're a hot ass boy. So, this what happened. One day, so I goes on the yard. This is my new thing. I work on rec. So basically, it's like really nothing. But when I'm like not all at my, so like all I do is like pass out the instruments and make sure they're good and all that stuff like that. So my day is really just running around the yard and just being cute or whatever. So, one day I'm outside on the yard and I had me a little like I had a big towel that I had sewed into two to make like a little blanket, bitch. And I had my little blanket and had me all shades on because in the face you can have shades, watches and shit. Like it's more like real world ish. It's more real world ish as any prison could be. And bitch, I'm on the yard, bitch, and I'm sitting on my blanket, bitch, and I got my shades on, bitch, and I'm really just looking at all the tree running around and exercise and stuff like that. Everybody just seemed to be fitting the face, which is nothing but eye candy out there. And so, bitch, I got my little water bottle and this, that, and the other. I'm just out there just pushed up, cute, bitch, in my little thing. And I see him. He'll run around the track. Boom. He passed by me. But he'll run around the track, and then he'll go to the little bars and do some pull-ups or some shit like that. And then, so this is what he did one time. He running past me, and he run right in front of where I'm standing at. And he bend down and do some type of whatever that is, bitch, and like right in my face. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? I'm like, I got to be tripping. So, the same day, bitch, he come by, he make his laps doing his thing. And so, a couple of laps later, he come by, he was like, I left my water bottle in the unit. I can have some of your water? I was like, yeah, just don't put your lips on my on my bottle. He was like, all right, cool. So he take my bottle and put his lips on my bottle and drink out the bottle. I'm like, I told you don't put your lips on my bottle, baby. He started laughing. He was like, yo, what's up? My name Lenny. What's your name? And I'm like, well, they call me Frida, but my name is really Shakie. Which they was calling me Frida, bitch. And so, bitch, I'm like, why would you put your lips on my bottle? He was like, well, if you don't know, you'll figure it out one day, I guess. I don't know. And so, I'm like, whatever, boy. And so, bitch, boom. No step, bitch. This bitch drunk out my cup. But I don't know you like that. And so, bitch, whatever. So so I'm in my cell. And I'm in my cell. And me and my cellie, and me and him, he was so cool. I swear to God, I love my cellie today. Cause he really put me on game with other stuff. He don't know nothing about the punk shit because he didn't get down. But he knew how to just he really put me on insight on how to maneuver in the phase and stuff like that. Even to do some like illegality stuff that I wanted to do too. And so one day me and my cellie up in there sitting down, just jokes and shooting the shit. Cause we just shoot the shit. He was he's telling me some of his life stories. I tell him some of my life stories. He'll be dying laughing when I tell him punk shit. He'll be like, man, y'all wild for faggots. But I'll be like, okay, cool, whatever. So, bitch, a knock on the door. He come in, Lil, and so he like, oh, what's up? I come shoot the shit with y'all a little while. I'm like, look at my son, look like, Okay. Alright. So he came in, and so he really just like sit down and shot the shit with us. Like it wasn't on no gay shit, it wasn't on no bullshit, it wasn't on no shit. We was just like telling him. So I was learning him a little bit. So he was from just like telling him. So I was learning him a little bit. So he was from he was actually from Maryland. But right outside Pleasant, Maryland, fuck, Pleasant Heights or some shit like that. Mount Pleasant, bitch. Why? Wait. Why is y'all taking? No, it was Pleasant something or something like that. Is there Pleasant somewhere? Mount Pleasant, Sea Pleasant, Sea Pleasant. Does that sound familiar? Sea Pleasant. That's a place. Is that near DC? Yep, Sea Pleasant. That's where he was from. Sea Pleasant. Sure enough. I'll say Pleasant Heights. Bitch. All right. So Sea Pleasant is where he was from, bitch. So I had learned he was in jail for some forgery, some bullshit, running stuff. Trey was at the time trying to get on credit cards and stuff like that. And I learned he had a daughter or whatever. And so we learned that just from shooting the shit with him. So after he left, they called for a move or something. He was like, all right, enjoy my little stuff, you heard me? And that was it. And so I'm asking my son, like, that's usual? Like, you know him or something? He's like, no, I thought he was coming for you. I was like, well, no, not to my knowledge. Like, what the fuck? He was like, no, he never did that before. He was like, I don't know him like that. I'm like, wait. I'm like, so, bitch, so before y'all try to go find Leonard from Sea Pleasant, bitch, I did change the name. So before y'all ever go look, oh, there was a Leonard, he was in the feds in Sea Pleasant, bitch, I changed the name, bitch. Before y'all DC people go do it to like them Hanville people, I changed the name, but it was Sea Pleasant though. It was Sea Pleasant, bitch. And so, no, I didn't know he was there for me for sure because I wasn't sure. I felt it, but my celly was like, there's something up. He was like, that boy must like you or something. I was like, I don't know. So I want him to make a move. I want him to let me know what's up. You know what I mean? And so, but he was so like subtle with all the fuckery, like he wooing me or something. And he was like, so this is what happened. On to the story. One day I'm in the library, the law library or whatever. I don't know what I was doing there, probably just fucking off or something like that because I tended to do that a lot in the phase. My job was real laid back and I was just kind of just getting used to it. So I was just like go around to different things and see what it was about. Like I was very inquisitive about how you could just, the freedom was fucking me up. Like you had choices to make. Like I could choose to go to the yard, I could choose to go to the library, I could choose to go there, I could choose to go there when they call a move. And so that was fucking me up. In the state you really didn't have no choice. In the phase you did. And so that fucked me up a little bit. So the at this time, this is what happened. The lady who was over rec that hired me got a job in commissary. And so she pulled me to commissary too. Which was just pulling orders and stuff like that. It wasn't really about nothing. Commissary was the easy job for me. Commissary was basically like the store. And so bitch, I just basically worked there. So I had got a job change from the rec to commissary by this time. And so my job still laid back because commissary I used to be off by 11 o'clock. We run that commissary from 8 in the morning to, well, earlier than that really. About 6 in the morning to motherfucking, about 11. And we done. My rest of my day is mine. Don't never work weekends, don't never work holidays. So like, I mean, it was good. Rec, I had to work holidays, had to work weekends because rec was open all day. But this was like just laid back. So I'll go to rec and chill a lot. So this what happened. So one day I was in the library and I was sitting at the table and he walked in. He come directly to the table that I was at. And he was just like, you mind if I stay here? I was like, no, whatever. And he was like, oh no, he said, what you doing tonight about 7 o'clock? I was like, oh, I really ain't nothing. He said, what you doing tonight about 7 o'clock? I was like, oh, I really ain't nothing, really. He was like, you want to watch a movie that's coming on with me? I was like, okay. It was like, all right, cool. Let's watch the movie. I'll see you in the unit. I'm like, all right. So nah, DC they had their own little TV, but I wasn't supposed to sit at the DC TV, but by him inviting me, I was sitting at the DC TV. So this what happened. All right. So I bring my chair. So I was like, well, I'm gonna have to sit to the back or something. He was like, come on front with me. I was like, no, bro, I'm supposed to sit there. He was like, man, come on, you gonna be good. I was like, all right, cool. So I put my seat next to his, bitch, and we watched, what movie was that? Remember that Peter Pan movie that had just came out? Oh, was it Selfless? Or something like that. It was one of the movies that had came out, and it was the first time they was showing it, bitch, for us, which was probably still later than y'all had it. One of the movies that came out then. I can't remember what the movie is because I was just so amazed to be there with him. I really didn't pay attention to the movie. So this was like our date. But so I'm starting to learn the DC niggas because they like really joked out. They was really chilling and joking off us bad. They was like, y'all look so cute. When y'all gonna get married? What's up? You alright, you the new DC queen in this bitch. You the new DMV queen in this bitch. I'm like, wait, what? And he just laughing and joked out. I'm like, what are you doing? What is all this? So they had to call me like the next day. So we had the movie. I told him I had fun. I would like to do it again with him. Or whatever. Like whenever you want, do something like you cool. Whatever. So the next day they had a car meeting, bitch. So they had all kind of stuff on the agenda for the car meeting. I had to go because I'm in the Louisiana car. Why I'm on the agenda in the car meeting, bitch? So it had got back to the car that I had chose a DC nigga. I'm like, I didn't chose him. We ain't on that type of time. I mean, whatever. Like I just went go, whatever. And so they was like, listen, that's your nigga. It is what it is. Now how the fuck that's my nigga if we never even had no type of discussions like that. And so they was like, oh, well that's your nigga, this your nigga, this, that, and the other, this your nigga, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? We just want to make sure you all right and everything all right, which, all that other stuff like that. And I'm like, what? So, wait, what I miss? Hold on, what I miss? What I miss? Somebody else, who can congratulations? I'm sorry, hold on, y'all. I know y'all don't like interruptions, but I miss. You didn't miss anything. Okay. Thank you. Oh, well, yes. Name your baby Shakie. All right. Congratulations, girl. Being in labor, girl. You sipping while you're in labor? That's tea. All right, let's go. All right. Sip with the baby. Sip with the baby. Sip with the baby. Sip with the baby. You heard me? We having a niece. Okay. Welcome. It's a niece. Okay. Name her Shakie. Or Shakira. That's what you... So, all right. So, after the car meeting, I goes, okay. By the time this time, he was out the fishbowl and in the cell with a DC nigga. So, when the meeting was over, bitch, I walked right into the unit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know you like that. We done had a few little conversations here and there. But I knock on that door and I say, excuse me, can I talk to you a minute? And so he looked at his celly, and his celly like smiling. But his celly was one of the niggas that was joking off us when we had our little date. I'm thinking you just invited me to the movies to watch the movies, bitch. I didn't know what that mean. Like we just whatever. And besides whatever, y'all, I didn't choose you. And if you chose me, bitch, you find time to let me know, bitch. So, bitch. So he was like, let me come outside. And his celly was like, no, come on in. I'ma leave. Y'all have y'all little privacy. I'ma leave. And his celly told him, don't do nothing I won't do. No, in fact, do everything I wouldn't do. I'm like, baby, it's not on that type of time. And so I goes in, I'm like, listen, what did that mean? Like, I'm new to the phase, and I'm not trying to be, stupid or nothing or whatever. But And my state mentality was still there. I had been in the state so long. My mentality was there because I'm like, I don't want no nigga that's gonna be, you not selling me. You not doing none of this. I've been through all this stupid shit before. You're not gonna be beating me. You're not gonna do all this. I don't know none of that. Like all that shit. I'm not gonna go through. I need to know this before you do anything. No matter how hot you is, no matter how charming you might be, you still might be a snake ass nigga that might could do me anything. And so what I know is that, like, once I'm with you, I'm with you. Like, ain't nobody could, like, nobody can help me according to prison rules. If I, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going, whatever. So in the state, it becomes the woman's right to choose. In the feds, there's no such thing as the man choosing or the female choosing. It's like y'all choose each other if y'all want to go to each other. If your cars are okay with it, you fine. You good. So my car was okay with it, but they just was like, okay, we just want to make sure you straight and that's what's up. But I need to know, like, what the fuck? Like, what that was about. Like, you don't trick me. If you think that me saying, okay, I will come watch a movie with you, is me saying we are in holy matrimony. I need to know, like, a lot more about you for, okay, how hot you is. So I go off, and I'm saying all this stuff. I'm like, baby, you need to let me know, and whatever. And he was like, you always talk this much? I said, yes, I'm an MC by profession. That's what I do. I get paid to talk. Nah, it's your turn. And he said, all right, well, this is how I talk. This boy come over there, put his arms around me, and start tongue kissing the fuck out of me. Bitch. Oh, what I tell you, bitch. Bitch. Oh, I thought it was my ad there that was about to restart it. Bitch. No step. Yeah, I did. Shut up, bitch. Then he just stuck that fucking tongue down my mouth. And bitch, I was feeling it, bitch. I started running my hands through his dreads. And bitch, oh my God. It's just like he just started kissing me. And just started kissing me. And we was kissing for so long. He has such a good kisser. And bitch, he held me. And he held me so tight. And bitch was like, oh, well, I guess I am married, bitch. It's like, bitch, I'm not going to let this go. All right. So, we stopped kissing. I'm like, bitch, I don't even know your last name. So, he told me his last name was Peterson. It's not his last name. I'm just making it up. So he told me his last name was Peterson. All right. So, me and Leonard's relationship went like this. The phase don't do all that shit like the state. Like, there's no expectations about this, and you have to do this, and your husband do that. It's really more, I would say, of a traditional marriage. I had a job. He had a job. I like to do this. He like to do that. When we come home at night, we sit down and talk. We were in different cells, but we would just, like, whatever. I'm not gonna lie. We did a lot of flirting. He was very flirtatious. DC niggas didn't care. The only thing that really changed much was that I had to start sitting with the DC people because I was now married to a DC nigga. It does not mean I'm out the Louisiana car or have to not follow Louisiana rules, but my nigga from DC, so I'm now in the DC car. So instead of sitting at the Louisiana table where I could still sit, but I could now sit at the DC car. That don't mean he could come to the Louisiana car or Louisiana table, but I could go to the DC table because I'm his wife. And so that's the main thing that changed for the outside. For the inside, I wouldn't say it was much. He didn't really expect much from me as far as wife. He had his own little coins. He had his own little things that he was doing too. I like to gamble. He wasn't really much of a gambler. He used to always tell me that gambling would get me in trouble because I was gambling a lot. I'm no sap. And the only issues that we had was him trying to get me from stop gambling and spend more time and attention with him. The most sweet things that we used to do, though, I'm not gonna lie, was we used to take our little walks around the track, and just me and him, and we'll just be talking. He have a daughter, and I learned that, you know what I'm saying, he had a good outlook on stuff because whatever little foolishness he was in jail for, it was like nothing that really could hinder him. He actually wanted to work with kids. He had a childish like side, but he wanted to work with kids. But he also said he could have been like a fitness person. Now this boy is fine. This boy is so fine. Ain't nothing wrong with his body and everything. He's tall and his eyes just would pierce me. I swear to God. In the phase, because we had privacy, we was able to fuck. So, the first time this is what happened. It was child time, so everybody's gonna be out of the unit, his cell and everything. And so, and in a phase when you have privacy, every cell has a toilet and stuff in it. So when you want to take a shit, you put a towel over the door, over the small little window of the door that lets everybody know don't come to your cell right now because you're probably shitting, jacking off, or smoking on a cell phone or whatever it is that you're doing behind the door. But something that you need privacy. So nobody was gonna come to your cell and interrupt you. Even the guards kind of whatever followed that rule in a sense. Like, oh, they saw the tower up. There usually means something back there going on. It usually meant shit, and so that's what it usually meant. So the first time we did something, this would happen. He told me like staying from child, so I know what it kind of meant. And so he stayed in for child, me and him. So everybody out the unit left, and so the unit's fairly empty except for a few people that wasn't in the unit. And bitch, I saw him put the towel up. So I went to the cell, opened the door, and I just looked at him like this is our first time kind of alone able to do something sexual. And bitch, he just was looking at me with them eyes, bitch. And just like for a second we had like an eye contact, bitch. And so bitch, you know what I did? I dropped on my knees. Give me a nasty little drop squat, bitch. Drop down, bitch, on them knees, bitch. And just pull them sweatpants down, bitch. And bitch, if I'm lying, I'm flying. Girl, one of the prettiest. Bitch, I'm talking about that thing just flopped out and hung right there in my face, bitch. I'm like, oh. Just like a pretty brown skinned dick with a nasty old pink head. Oh, bitch. Bitch, I was gonna make this boy stop calling me Big Frida and start calling me Thanksgiving Turkey, bitch. Because, bitch, I gobble, bitch. I gobble, bitch. I gobble. I gobble. He was like, ooh, bitch, he was doing all this, that, and he was doing all that stuff. Ooh. And, bitch, when I tell you, bitch, I gobble. That's the first time I ate him up. The first time I had sex with him, what happened? Oh, no, this what happened. Okay. So, I started eating him up and stuff like that, but we still hadn't fucked. But this what happened. His cellie went home. So, he in a cell by himself. Like, so he was at the top bunk because his cellie was there when he moved into the fishbowl. But then his cellie went home. So, bitch, now usually they don't put you in cells with people like from different places unless you request it like that. And so, this is what happened. So, this is how we had to play it. I went to my counselor. And that dude's name was Mr. McElroy, bitch, some shit like that, or something, whatever. And so I went and I said, listen, my cellmate was on game and he was on game. I was like, listen, I'm gay, and usually it's not really a problem with my cellmate, but he would prefer not to be housed with a homosexual. But I did find somebody in the unit that doesn't mind being housed with somebody who's openly gay. Now he looked at me like, you know what, whatever. I don't like in the feds they get paid a lot of money to do the little or nothing. So he felt so I told him it's gonna keep down a little confusion. You know, we could just do it quietly, it's not no big deal. He was like, all right, cool. He did pass by my cellie and asked my cellie, but my original cellie from New Orleans was like, well, yeah, I don't got a problem with dude. I want you to think I got a problem with dude, gay people, but if they got, if they gay over there, it made more sense than, whatever. Like, it's not whatever. And so boom, he signed the fucking transfer, bitch. So I was able to move out my cellie cell and wait, what? Shakie, your lives make me so proud for the intricacies. I know that. So, bitch, I don't even know what that means. So, it's funny, finna figure out, finna go Google, I have to go to the page real quick. So he moved me, go to DC and get a gun. So I moved from that cell into the cell with him. And bitch, that night, that night, when I tell you this boy, and so listen, this was my first time having sex that was not in a state in a penal environment. And so in a penal environment, it always felt like taboo-ish because you had to find little ways to get it in. You were always worried about getting caught. It was all kind of that added to the excitement of it. But here, it was no. You're not getting caught because you're in a cell together. We locked down. I'm in my cell. Like, what you gonna come do? Whatever. And so, this is what it felt like. Like we get butt ass naked. What tell me on that he really go for real is like, in the state, you got to tuck. But here, he like, what you doing? Like, man, you tripping. I know you, what's up? And so, Shakie eyes get real dreamy because he was a nasty high trader. Oh my God. Bitch, so the first time we fucked, he fucking me, girl. And I'm just like, ooh. And so he really, bitch, reached nastily around, bitch, and started playing with my piece, bitch. Like it wasn't nothing. And I'm like, oh. Bitch, when I tell you, he just was fucking me, jacking me off. And bitch, I'm in cloud 47, bitch. Fuck cloud 9, bitch. I'm in cloud 49, bitch. Bitch. Yeah. And so, bitch, I nut. He nut. And bitch, we just passed out on each other. Girl, the difference here is the mentality because it wasn't like taboo-ish. It was more like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it felt comfortable. It felt like nastily amazing, bitch. It felt like, it felt like dreamy almost. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, oh my God. Then it's like no rush because he really was like fucking me. And then after we fucking passed out on each other, we woke up. It was like, he was like, you ready for round 2? I'm like, oh my fucking God. Let's go. It is what it is. Bitch, I aim to please, bitch. This Burger King, have it your way, sister. And so, bitch, round 2 come, girl. And we fuck again. And so it just was like, damn. Bitch, when I tell you, you know how Nicki Minaj said, bitch, I ain't missing no meals? Bitch, I was missing every meal. Fuck a breakfast, bitch. Fuck a lunch. Fuck a dinner. This fuck time, bitch. All night, every night. It just didn't matter, girl. I'm talking about, bitch, we wake up, fuck. Go to sleep, fuck. Fuck, then fuck some more, and then find another way to fuck. We was just like, bitch, my homeboys, when I do pop out, I'll go to work and come right back home. He worked on maintenance. So he got off like around 2. I might have had a little time to myself, whatever. Then, but bitch, when I tell you, bitch, we fucked, and guess what? Fucked some motherfucking more, bitch. We kept fucking. Bitch, yeah, we used gloves, girl. It was much easier to get in the face. Especially working at commissary. I literally had boxes of gloves. So before y'all do that. Not to say they I'm gonna tell you the one time we didn't use gloves. But I had got so used to fucking. What happened was we was on a lockdown. We was on a real lockdown, a major lockdown. So this is the only time I enjoy lockdown, bitch. When I was in a cell with this bitch, Leonard was like, bitch, that nigga, fine, whatever. So we was on a major lockdown, And I couldn't go to work, and he couldn't go to work, and so we couldn't get no gloves. And I'm not gonna lie, we did fuck without a condom a couple times while we was on a major lockdown. But hey, I'm just telling you, I'm still negative. Whatever. Um, what else? So, girl, one time this what happened. One time, so we, one time, this what happened. We was laid up in the bed. It was one Sunday. I'll never forget this bitch. It was one Sunday. Everybody watching football, and he was like, "Let's do it." I was like, "All right, let's go." And so I'm about to turn over to let him get inside me. He was like, "No, babe, fuck me." And he was just like, "Not. Keep in mind, this turned me on because it's not y'all hearing my voice. I want you to hear his voice. Like, think about a smooth, sultry, real like nigga. Like, nah, babe, fuck me." Bitch, I'm damn near nut with him telling me that, bitch. It's not half? The light's not half? The light's not half? I can't see it. What it is? What is this right now? What it is right now? Yeah. Is the lights not half? Is the lights not half? I will stop the story right now. Oh, child. I would not tell the rest, bitch. If the lights not half, don't talk to me. Is the lights half? Yes, like I'm with my dude, like a real relationship living together. Is the lights half? I can't see. It should be 140. So we have 280 people in here, and it's more than half. It's at 168. How many people we have in here? I'm not saying nothing else. The lights got if it's a half, 190 lights. No. I just made it 140. 284. We have 284, 279, 224. How am I having all these different numbers, girl? So if the likes, 284 people, 190 likes, that's half. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. Don't do that. Y'all scamming now. All right. All right. So listen. So, bitch, no lie. No lie, bitch. No lie. I damn near hear nothing for him telling me fuck me. Because during our sexual escapades, he'll jack me off all the time. But a lot of times I just be like, one time I'm just like I used to like to ride his dick, bitch, and everything, bitch, because I could do all this. We in the cell together. I could do the most, bitch. I could really do like whatever. But bitch, sometimes like my favorite position was from him from the side. But all the time he'll be jacking me off, and he'll take my hand and put my hand on his ass. Now when I tell you this boy had an ass, bitch, Leonard ass didn't owe me nothing. It was a little hairy, but bitch, it just was like fuzzy hairy, not Jason's lyric hair. Jason off of Jason's lyric hair. It was more like a fuzzy, little peach fuzzy hairy. But I liked it anyway because it was so plump and muscular. The bitch worked out, so his ass set up like a motherfucker. So bitch, boom, no stab, bitch. I was like, I know you lying to me. Bitch, I ain't this fucking lucky to have this hot ass trade. Bitch got good dick, and bitch, I'm about to see about this ass too. And I was like, you sure? I was like, yeah, bitch, fuck me. And he turned over, bitch. And bitch, you know what I did, bitch? I just worked my way down. I was kissing his neck, licking his back, bitch. I'm not wasting no time. Bitch, and I'm looking down, bitch. And bitch, I'm just looking at that big ass sitting in front of me, bitch. And bitch, I just like, oh, bitch, I'm about to nut. Just think about it right now, bitch. Bitch. And it just staring in my face, bitch. And I'm like, I got to taste this motherfucker first, bitch. And I just put my hands on it, and it felt so good in my hand. And he tooted up a little bit for me. And bitch, I opened that bitch up, bitch, and I'm just looking at that fucking star, bitch, looking at me like, bitch, I'm not a star. Somebody lied, bitch. And bitch, and it was just so just sitting up there like, oh my fucking God, I'm not gonna deal. I'm not gonna be able to deal. And bitch, what I did, bitch, I'm sorry. Y'all, it's raw and uncut, this bitch. I'm sorry. For all y'all that's on some other shit, if this is a little too much for you, I apologize ahead of time, bitch. But I'm just saying, bitch. I really, bitch. Oh, girl. Girl, I'm fat. I don't usually see my dick, girl. But, so, bitch, I open that bitch up and I'm just looking at that bitch. And it's like it's winking at me, bitch. Like it's the waiting, bitch. And, bitch, I blew in that bitch. And bitch, that bitch just felt it like it just took a little. I'm like, ooh, bitch, and bitch, I went, I dove in that bitch. Bitch, you could have called me Michael motherfucking Phelps, bitch. I'm here, I'm diving. Bitch, so I eat it, bitch. I eat that ass, bitch. Oh, girl. And bitch, it was just so, bitch. Bitch, I know I turned him on that because he never had really had. He think he the dick finna go up in there first. No, bitch, I'm about to eat this pussy first, bitch. I'm about to eat this pussy first. I don't need no CPR, bitch. I'm a big bitch. I ain't need no breaths or nothing. I can hold my breath forever. Bitch. Okay. So, bitch. So I ate that pussy, girl. And he's shivering. He's doing that all up. Just like I like. And bitch, no lie. I'm rock fucking hard, bitch. Cause this is so hot to me. And mind you, outside of messing with Cup who play with my piece, in the state nobody really play with my piece like that. So this is definitely my first time in a penological environment using my piece. And I just think it was, I don't know if it was, because bitch, this is what happened. Bitch, I got the glove. I tied it up. I got it on, bitch. And bitch, I'm talking about I get to the tip of inside him, bitch. And all I felt was that warmth of that pussy, bitch. And I got in that bitch and I went, And all I felt was that warm tightness, bitch. I'm like, God damn. Now, I don't know if it was just me never having, like, really used my piece in a long time in the ass. Because I had fucking niggas before. So it's not my first time fucking a nigga, but it's my first time fucking a nigga in a long time, bitch. Especially in a peanut environment. Especially if it's hot. Especially a nigga that's giving you trade. Bitch, and I just get in them and it's just like warm, bitch. And it's just like, bitch, soft and plump and round. And bitch, I did a little, and I did a little light belly flop, bitch. And I just felt it. I'm like, oh no, shake it, don't nut, shake it, don't nut. Bitch, and I did another little belly flop, bitch. And bitch, I promise you, bitch, it was over with, bitch. Because while I did my last little belly flop, he did a nice little nasty little work back, bitch. And bitch, over. When I tell you over, bitch, over. Bitch, I shot like a 22, bitch. Bow, bang, boom, bop, boom. Over. Bitch, and so I felt so embarrassed because I did not last long in that pussy, girl, at all. I'm like, listen, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. He's like, I'm not tripping, baby. I just want you to get you. I'm glad you got you. I want you to get you. I'm like, listen, I'm sorry. Next time I got you. He was like, all right, cool. So by him opening that door, our relationship kind of grew. Our relationship, I'm not gonna lie, was predominantly sexual. I did like him a lot. I kind of was in love with him too, I can say, because he never really did nothing wrong. He was more like happy-go-lucky. Whatever floats your boat is cool with me. I didn't really flirt with nobody else because I really have time. The phase you are busy. The phase you are doing stuff. The phase you are really like literally, you josting. You moving around, you doing stuff. The days kind of fly by. And so it was like when we come in, it's like, hey babe, how you doing? You want to eat something, this, that, whatever. We might talk a minute. He'll ask about my sister, I'll ask about his daughter or whatever. And that was about it. And to fucking we go. And so bitch, but I ain't gonna lie. It came to a point though where I really was fucking him more than he was fucking me. But I like it though because I like somebody I could just get naked with, and we'll like literally in the day I didn't know who was gonna get. I promise you, we didn't. Some days we fuck each other too. Some days I'll fuck him. He didn't feel like fucking. Some days he'll fuck me. I didn't. He like this whatever. It just was like we. Whatever happened. And I like that because in that relationship, it was like, we could just do whatever. And so it was good. I'm not gonna say that. Like the sex was awesome. The boy was just hot. Just the whole everything. His ass good, dick good, mouth good, everything. It's like everything. Um, bitch, and I ain't gonna lie. So like, bitch, I used to tear that when I finally got right where I could just like whatever. I used to tear that little pussy up, girl. And bitch, cause bitch, the neighbors would be like, that, like the people that still next to us, which was two white people, but it was cool. It was like gangster white boys. It was crazy. Like one of the white gangs. I forgot what the name of it was. I have to look it up and remember myself. One of the white gangs, but it was cool. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, because one night, bitch, the next morning it was like, damn, DC son, you putting it down up in there. You putting it down on up in there, and I had been fucking him, and so it was like, oh, yeah, the queen has arrived, bitch. Um, so girl, so all right, so our relationship really went cool. So let's get serious because this is I'm going to tell y'all what happened here at Mariana. Um, so I got my dude Leonard. Eventually, um, I actually let's see if I can show y'all. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? That's his initials tatted on me. That's how I really got it. Cause I loved it, but kind of loved it. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I can't really explain it. But we got tattoos. So somewhere there's a somebody on their arm. This is my a federal tattoo. My I had my got this tattoo in the state. Got this one in the face. This one I got in the state too. That one I got in the real world. I got one real world tattoo, but this is my federal first federal state. Yeah, state real world. This is my federal. Um. Yeah. So we got tattoos. What made me get that? I don't know. Cause I just figured that we would just be together forever. Cause we didn't have a bad relationship. We didn't have. It wasn't, anything. There was not any other girls on the compound, and he of the boys that go was really one of the hot ones. They had probably a couple of hot boys on the compound, but I mean, I was cool with him. Like we was like, you let me fuck you. That pussy got me in very much lust with you. Long as we got it, we good, we great. So this is what happened. Um, this is what happened. So this is we got separated, but this is how we got separated. I was remember when I told y'all my homeboys had give me a knife when I first got there, bank when I first got there. All right. So this is what happened. We I'm playing poker, but I'm housing the game. So by me housing the game, I'm taking a cut off of every hand. I'm playing as well, but I'm also taking a cut off of every hand. But this is also means that I am responsible for the pot. Like if the pot wrong or something like that, I'm responsible for. I could make money or I could lose money too. And so they had a dude from I want to say Arkansas, Alabama, Arkansas. Somewhere like that. I want to say Arkansas, but it might be somewhere. What's another A word? It wasn't Alaska, Arizona. I think it's Arkansas because he gave me a country train. It's either Alabama or Arkansas. I can't remember what. So he playing poker with us, and we playing poker, and he lose. He lose something like $500. I had cut maybe about $300 to $400, which meant I was on the hook for like $100 or $200 that he would owe. So he owed a pot, which is me, but I had to come out of my pocket to pay the people that played because it's not their responsibility to collect it from him. It's my responsibility to collect it from him and then pay. I have to pay them at the time the game was over. So I end up coming out my pocket initially with a couple $100, but he owed me $500. The three that I didn't cut because I didn't make no money. I actually lost money housing the game. So, so dude from Arkansas, And I really think he's from Arkansas. It may have been Alabama, but I don't remember right now. I don't think it matters too much for what I'm about to tell y'all. But let's just call him Arkansas. And if you're from Alabama and you watching, you know you know who you are, and wherever you're from, whatever. So he so I was like, well, so how you gonna pay? You gonna have your people in Western Union or whatever, whatever? And he was like, okay, yeah, I got you. Give me Western Union information. I gave my sister information. Told her that she expecting whatever. I'm waiting on a confirmation number. He come by with a number. My sister's like, no, that's not a real confirmation number. There's no money there. It was a lot of running around, a lot of rigmarole, and he seemed to be stalling for about $200. So, I'm like, man, I need my money. It's not even about the, like, whatever. So I'm telling my old man, I'm telling him, like, man, fuck it. Just, I ain't worried about it. Like, whatever. And so he like, well, he was like, my homeboy said, that's not right. Like, what you, like whatever. And so, I said, well, let me go talk to my homeboys and see what happened. And so I talked to my homeboys, and he was like, oh, no, we can't let that slide. You got to get your money one way or another, or that's going to look bad on the Louisiana car, and that's going to look bad on your dude and his car. And I'm like, okay. So I go talk to him, and he was like, no, I don't know what happened. My people lying to me. I'm going to try to get it. Look, we're going to see this, and we're going to do this. And he's giving me all kind of running around again. And so, so I'm trying to tell, so this what happened. Now my dude looking like what he said, what happened. Every day he asked him about what he said today, or what he said today. And every time there's a call meeting or something, now I gotta go to it, they ask him, well, so what's the status on that issue? Dude still haven't paid your money? And so, of course I had to say no. So you gotta handle that. There's no question about it. So, I really don't know what to do. But I was like, okay, cool. I'm like, dude, you gotta give me something, whatever, this, that, and the other. He was like, oh, I got you, blah, 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 etc., etc. So I'm walking out the cell after talking to him, and I'm hearing his seller like, why don't you just pay him? Why don't you just pay the man? He was like, I ain't paying no fucking fan. Fuck that. I hear him say that. So my dude was at work, and so I went to go talk to my homeboys, and that was in a unit with me, and I'm like, well, he said he ain't paying no fucking fan, and I heard him say that, and it was like, bang that nigga up. I'm like, what? In my mind, I'm like, I know y'all lying. And they're like, no, bang that nigga up. Go bang that nigga up. That nigga don't want to give you your money. Go bang that nigga up. Go take his shit. Do something. I'm like, okay. So I go to his cell, and I go walk directly under his bed and take his shoes. Like, these mine, son. I heard what you said. These mine. These mine now. These mine. No lie, I wanted to fight him because I felt like I could take him. I really felt like I could take him. But I know one thing. This ain't going to be no fair fight. And my homeboy's already talking about banging him up. So I go take his shoes. I'm like, man, these mine. What's up? It is what it is. And so it's like, man, you ain't taking nothing from me. I never let no nigga take nothing from me. And I'm like, man, look, I ain't going to never let no nigga take nothing from me then. It is what it is. You taking from me, I'm taking from you. It is what it is. What the fuck? What's up? It was like, man, come on. We're going in the fishbowl. Now, the fishbowl is kind of like a neutral place to get anything on. And so, bitch, I went to go get my banger. Because I'm not sure what's actually about to go on, but I go get my banger. Right? And, bitch, so his couple of homeboys and my couple of homeboys back there, they like, nobody going in the room. Nobody going in the room. They go bang it out. They finna bang it out. And so, bitch, I go in there. And no lie, I'm not going to tell you no with a lie. I know he got a banger, I got a banger. So I know what this going to lead to. It's not going to be no fight. And so I'm not going to sit in front to y'all. I'm not no type of person that's barbarian or animalistic. But I know that coming from the state, that something have to happen here because, like, I have some time to do, and I can't back down. I can't do nothing. My choices were eliminated by him not paying me my money. And so if I let this happen, my gambling days are over. Everything is over for me. So I don't know too much about the repercussions, but I know this is like, even though this is outside of me, I have to do something. I have to do something here. And no sap. I remember being scared. And it was more not the fear of the knife or fear of what could happen or forgive the what that. It was the fear of just utter unknown. It was like, and I felt like at the time I didn't know him, I didn't know me. It was like, who am I? But he came when we get back there. I'm like, and so he was like, you ain't give me my shoes back? I said, I ain't gonna get your shoes back until I get my money. He was like, all right, I'm gonna show you. And I saw him do this, but I don't know if he was up in or not. But I know I just took out my banger, and bitch, I started standing. He started standing. And so we really in there. We stabbing each other. He caught me a couple times right here, and I don't know if I can see it right now. Let me see it right now. Not deep, but right there, right there, right here, a couple times right here. I ain't showing y'all all that. I caught him a couple times, and just it happened fast, and I didn't feel it while it was happening. But all I remember seeing is like blood everywhere. Blood, just so much blood. His blood, my blood, whoever blood, I don't know. I'm bleeding, he bleeding. And when I finally saw all this blood, I was like, this man wants me to die. And I think my mind went to preserve yourself, because I really started viciously trying to stab him up. And it took me out of myself. I don't know who I was. I don't know who I was thinking. And I remember some type of way getting on top of him. And I know he still had his knife. And I remember him like hitting me one time in the side. And then and I'm hitting him and I'm fighting him too at the same time. There's so much happening. There's so much blood. And then the next thing I know is like I hear the alarm going on. Everybody on the ground, blah, blah, blah. And I remember the people walking in, coming in. And then I know they pulled me off of him. I know I heard his knife drop, my knife drop. And the next thing I remember was I was in the medical. And it was like putting that gel stitch shit on you, and some shit. And the next thing I was in the hole. I'm alright, girl. And so I'm not gonna lie though. There's a lot of fear. Come right. Let me come right.